The Chairman, Steering Committee, Accounting Class of 97, Ahmadu Bello University, ABU Zaria, has appealed to the federal government to focus more on inclusive education as a precursor to national development. He said these are the 25th anniversary and reunion of the Alumni Association in Abuja. The chairman also expressed worry about the rate at which many Nigerian children were excluded from quality education, resulting in a huge number of out-of-school children.
Education, as we all know, is the key to national development. Hence, the need for an inclusive, qualitative, quality, and equitable education for every Nigerian children, regardless of social status, race, gender, religion, and physical ability. Quality and inclusive education is a precursor to economic mobility, growth, and development of any nation. And sadly, we are far from this ideal. The government at all levels must look at this area critically to make sure that every Nigerian child has quality education for an improved future. The UNICEF report reveals that 1 in every 5 children in Nigeria is excluded from education. Also in the low and lower medium income countries, around 40% of children with disability are out of school at primary level and 55% at the lower secondary level. It is, however, sad to know that Nigeria is not excluded from this figure. Also worthy of note is the dilapidated infrastructural facility in our school, as well as effective policy that will drive transformation in the educational sector. Everyone should have access to that. I therefore challenge my fellow alumni to do more for our alma mater.
The guest lecturer at the event said the education system must return to its old glory, where quality and standard was the order of the day.
The level of tertiary education was very, very high, extremely high at that time. I'm sure those who listened to some of the speeches made earlier will agree with me that the students at that time, maybe because of the lower number, had better attention from their lecturers. The student-lecturer ratio was very adequate. So as a result of that, the students were able to get enough time. Students had enough time to meet their lecturers and ask questions where they did not understand those things that were treated. And that has permitted, all other areas in education, because the good education they had equally affected the National Youth Service and equally affected the jobs that they did after completing the National Youth Service. I'm super excited to see my ex-students doing well in their various endeavors. That the fact that they've been able to come together and keep that unity is something that I think other people, other classes will need to emulate. Because this is the first class that I'm being invited to attend, and I'm not sure that the other classes have been as organized as this one.
In her remarks, the CEO of Behaz Crafts Limited called on stakeholders to harness the various resources of the country to create better jobs for the teeming population.
When you look around, there are a lot of people graduating from universities, polytechnics, and are waiting for jobs. It shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way. We're supposed to look inward and see how we can contribute our own quota personally in developing the country. So I decided not to be an employer. I decided to be an employee. And you'll see that people will be saying that they don't have capital to start business. You don't need capital to start business. You only need the passion. If the passion is there, the business now starts to, pick up. Then the capital now comes later to fuel the business. And there are a lot of things that the government is doing as per helping entrepreneurs, but they're not creating our awareness. A lot of things are going on, but people don't know. And what I just said is some of the people that are working for government and private establishment, they should also look inward and establish their own businesses so that they will employ others.